Hello, 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 Facebook Live. Blimey, this is exciting, isn't it? My first Facebook Live. To justify the occasion, I put on my new t-shirt. See that? That's the World Horse Archery Federation t-shirt that Zana kindly brought me back from Korea. When she went over to Korea a week ago or whatever, I got my cup of tea. I've come in from the stables and I'm ready for my Facebook Live. Quite honestly, I'm not expecting a really huge audience because it's coming from my Karl Greenwood Facebook page. Right. I've got so many Facebook pages. This is the Karl Greenwood Facebook page. Karl Greenwood, the author of Control Your Stress and Enjoy Your Horse, and also the internet platform. So this is the way it works. I've been running this Rider Confidence course for I don't know how many years, and it's all jolly good. I serve 6 people at a time, maybe 7 at a push 8. It's not enough. There's so many people out there who can benefit from my help that I've had in my life, that I can just help so many people, and the internet's the way to do it. So it's a modern new world. We have to get on with Facebook Live. It's a totally new thing. So I'm going to pick a subject for today's Facebook Live. If someone comes up and they drop a little comment or whatever you do there, then we'll change the subject. But for the moment, I'm just going to do my little video that I do anyway. So we were talking this morning. There's a chap called Michael Owen, I think, and he's a footballer, and he's doing a racehorse thing. And there's things going around the internet where he fell off. He had a GoPro on and he was doing his racehorsey thing, and he fell off, and he got back on again, and he fell off again, and he got back on again. And it just got us thinking, the reason why he got back on and carried on was because he was making a documentary. That's why he got on. The falling off was incidental to the job he had to do. Now, if you fall off, it's quite tempting to go home. If you fall off twice, it's almost certain that you're having a bad day and you go home. Well, that's quite interesting, isn't it? Because if you had a job, you'd carry on. It's one of the... Oh, this light's very funny in here. This is our little dining room come TV studio. And just as I see my eyes that are going a little bit Halloween-y, but there you go. I'll fix that next time. As I said, it was the first one. Back to the subject. If you have a job, if your horse has a... I don't know why I'm pointing. I can only see myself in the screen, so that's very weird. I'm pointing at me, having a cup of tea. If your horse has a job, and if you have a job, and if you have an achievement and a goal that you want to do, that makes all the difference to getting what you want to do done. If you just go out to ride, I just want to ride, with no purpose, it's like going out for a drive with no purpose. You could go out in the car with someone and they could go, oh right, okay, I'm going to try and get it up to 2,000 RPM at 30 miles an hour in this gear or that gear. And you're like, come on, get a move on. It's like, now I'm going to just check the tracking. Yeah, that's okay. And they're all checking the car and they're driving the car instead of going to Alton Towers, which is what we wanted to do. And you're going, come on, I wanted to go to Alton Towers. Stop driving the car and let's go to Alton Towers. It's exactly the same with your horses. If you've got a mission, I've got to make my documentary, or I've got to do this or that, then all the little incidents on the way, in this case falling off twice, and if you haven't seen it, go and see it. I'm sure he's called Michael Owen, and it's going around Facebook at the moment. Yeah, go and watch someone fall off twice and just get back on and carry on, because he's got a job to do. And after you've done that, think to yourself, what job can I get to do? Because if you get a job, then your horse will benefit for it. The jobs that we're doing at the moment, we've got the Liverpool International Horse Show coming up. That's going to be a big indoor show. There's going to be a lot of pyrotechnics and a lot of people and everything. So we've got to get the horses used to that, which is fine. It happens to be around fireworks night, so that's extremely useful for us. And we've got various things that we need to work towards for New Year, I think it is, the 2 days before New Year. So we've got a job, and we're getting the horses done. And when we hit little obstacles and take little setbacks, it doesn't stop us having a job. So ride your horses with a job. It's a good thought, isn't it? Riding horses isn't linear. It's not going to get perfectly better in a straight line. It's going to go up and down, isn't it? It's going up and down for Michael Owen. He fell off twice, and then it goes up and down. Okay, I've got poke the screen there. I don't know if you saw that or not. Anyway, that's my little presentation done for my first Facebook Live. There's going to be a lot more of these. I'm going to start off live at 5 because it helps me remember it's 5 o'clock. I've got to come and do a Facebook. It'll help anyone who's interested to remember, oh, just pop on at 5 o'clock. It's getting dark. I'm assuming that you've done your horses and we can have a little conversation. And this will grow into a weekly meeting that I'm going to host on Zoom. So properly, I mean, I'm getting your likes. Thank you very much. Oh, look, there's one now. Thank you very much for giving me that. And comments and that. No one's commented yet, but I'm sure that, oh, no, another one. I'm sure someone will comment eventually. But if we can get a webinar going, if we can get an actual meeting on Zoom going, then we can really do some good work. But the whole community that we need to get going so that everybody begins to realise that horses are safe. Oh, hello, who's that? I think it is as well. Every time you put a comment, because it's on my phone, I'm going to have to lurch towards the screen. You'll be like, oh, dinner going up there. There you go. But yes, we can do this. And we can have a genuine conversation going. And the conversations that we have in the webinar will cause to come into effect next week's webinar subject. So that's going to happen. In the meantime, we're going to keep doing these Facebook Live at 5. Hi, how are you doing? And it's really nice having people pop up. That's really good. We'll keep doing these live at 5, certainly for this week. Whether it carries on at 5, I don't know. And if it does change time, I'll probably still call it live at 5. But there you go. Okay, that was it. So today's message was, be aware that this Zoom webinar is going to happen. Be aware that the Facebook Live at 5 is going to happen at least for this week. But most of all, think of a job that you can do by the time the clocks go forward again, 141 days now. Get that job done and you'll notice that you don't take so much notice of the downs and your improvement goes through the roof. Okay then everybody, thanks for listening. That was my first Facebook Live at 5. Toodaloo. Where's the finish button?